Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
Investigations, Nixon's crew, there are no reported massive inventory discrepancies. These are not exactly number one one.
Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead.
So, I have spent hours coming through Nixon's cell phone calls and bank statements, and I got nothing. It's just like a portrait. Sure. But the team is only as strong as its weakest link, and one of his links made 5 calls in the last 2 days to...
Stand back.
He's a helicopter pilot for a private wire transfer for $50,000 in his bank account this morning. According to the flight, scheduled to fly a private charter to Canada tonight.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
We armed special ops trained soldiers on our own.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, But on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
Okay, Paige, so what does this course consist of?
Right, we cover
That
3
does seem
languages,
strange.
classes in advanced
Sounds as if they're
professional.
planning
Next,
something.
after we
Exactly.
we'll cover
I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
Okay, Tim, just please tell the story already.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep hiring safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
And, leaving for a kiss, lurch, to sneeze, and I get butter.
Spent the next few hours at the dentist. Talk about memorable.
Timothy Farragut, you speak up later. Tony, thank you for honoring me with the tooth, the whole tooth and nothing but the tooth. Paige, do tell me, how are you going to leave this scene? Because I have so many questions.
Actually, let's see. Your field office is a bit another agents to train. Besides, you will all be begging me to leave by the day's end. Now, let's go. Got a lot of work to do.
Transcription communications here. Yes. Right. Trying to be there in 30 minutes. Want someplace? Yeah, Richard Porter regained consciousness. Sick Nav and Megan are getting ready to leave for the hospital in 10. Go home. I'll take care of things. Actually, just thinking about driving up and surprising Emily at school. Nice. Give her my best. How do you want? You don't. Yeah. I'll bring her back a bottle of that Trinity soup.
You have an internal alarm that goes off every time a fresh pot's rolled.
How's Megan like that?
Better than me. I spent all night staring at her while she slept. I was afraid I went to sleep.
Safe.
Is it? When I took this job, oh, maybe it's time I reevaluate my priorities. What's best for my family? That's it? We need you on our phone.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
There's a gift I have to thank you. For everything.
Anytime, Madam Secretary. Anytime.
Ready? One. Yes. Ready, my friend.
That's awesome.
That's good.
That's reaction. Did you want this back? You're smart.
I knew you'd find
Um,
my mom's comfortable. And all this time, I've been listening. Hey,
I have a terrible curse where I can't lift tools or do work of any kind.
Welcome back. I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. I truly appreciate all of your help. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Irondale that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning of what I can do for Broom Flight.
Look, it's all good. We're just fixing.
Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the race.
We got a call from your HQ. Looks like some joker with a wire cutter is trying to ruin your night.
What's with the crates?
It's equipment. Look, I can show you the work order. I got it. Hands! I'll come to you.
Take it, man. Come back.
We're about done here anyway.
What are we looking for today?
Just checking into something now. Stand by for update.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
And that's not equipment. Leave it! I can't help you now. Finn's gone, Missy. There's no need for you to go with him. Daniel, report.
Off to the races, then. Hogsmeade, here I come.
You could throw a disappointed look across a room like a Joe Willie spiral. And honestly, I'd rather get hit with a sack of nickels than that. So, how was your dad? Was he much of a disciplinarian? You know what your mother thought?
I'd sink like a stone.
Giving up your queen, Eddie's? Screw my
What are
queen,
you
kid.
up to now?
Quid pro quo. I open up a revealing window into my childhood, and you open one up too. No, that's not the deal. So I swore our deal too. I said I would talk. No head shrinking, no it's just not the document. Just on my computer. Okay. So what do you want? Honestly, I really want to know if you're going to see an actual therapist. Oh, before. You might go there and you were shot. You suffered trauma, but you haven't seen it or anything else. We agree. I don't need to. No, you agree. And I think that you will definitely brings to the therapist. And I know she gets a kick out of you. Your character's supposed to. Oh, I spent far too many sessions right, no, it's not so much about percent. It's more about like unhealthy attachment to positive results. It's not at all helpful on chosen purposes. No surgeon makes it happen. So, never I think, or in this case, it tends to bring up a host of stupid unresolved issues. Not talking about that means we should rest. Yes. Well, how many did shooting the rest? They will watch some. We continue then. Visual? First one here. Smiling victim.
Officer, First Class Janet Shore was rushed to Walter Reed shootings. Two of them was in
Surveillance?
cameras had just gone down. personnel inside the compound were multiple
You'll regret crossing my path.
Whoever it was, they knew how to get what they were after.
What'd you get?
15
Ladies are so busy when I'm around. I reckon I should call myself Billy.
Running. Our trip better not be a trick.
What? Treadwheel near
Expelliarmus!
No, where did it go?
Gibbs.
Marvelous strike!
Shrimp already? Good Doc, you in surgery yet? Not found to be.
Let's see you.
Team. No update on
That heat.
Hard.
massive gunshot wounds. Come on, what o'clock, Dan? I don't know. It's pretty jacked up. You're keeping a lot of
Thought we'd forget about that goblin hell you stole.
Assignment's all finished.
Oh, my ears. They're ringing. That ought to warm you up.
Surgery, something I can't do. I just thought she's gonna break it to the really she's gonna fight.
Gibbs. What are you for sure.
Here we are. Mr. Weeks wasn't wrong about the mountain views.
If it isn't the second best Slytherin.
Excuse me? I forgot on Rush. He's the only guy who knows where they went. Sorry to run out of miracles.
Hello, Imelda. So, another trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
Does this mean you've changed your mind about me?
Well, you're a step up from the good-for-nothings who usually challenge me. Well, they sit around and hope to be the best. I put in hours of practice. No one sets records by wishing for them. And I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
Digging on things. Good morning to you, sir. Looks like you've got 8 minutes.
I'm getting the hang of this. Brilliant.
The opposite kid never had a chance. Death was instantaneous. He absorbed
Brilliant.
out of a round with point-blank.
Excellent.
Managed to recover it. She's running
Close, but not close enough. I'd say that was acceptable. Brilliant. Made it. Brilliant. Ha! Good. I've got this.
You guys get that? Just getting started. I see. Still love getting into our business. That baby kid is yours. Let's keep each other.
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve. To race this course again, visit the podium with the leaderboard, where you can start the race and check your time. Some of us are tidy.
Another successful flight. I should let Mr. Weeks know.
Something like that. Or this titanium plate got me all freaked out. Well, our dueling doctoress was right. The plate was much harder to bone. The serial number says that it was manufactured in Des Moines, Iowa in 1991. Yeah, it's a 21-year-old plate that somehow ended up in your shooter as recently as last year.
What was it all about?
It was implanted by a Dallas orthopedic surgeon to repair the broken left femur of Catholic priest named Carl. The old first name was Freaky.
Freaky's the word, boss. We've all done it. I'll have to find two out of Texas in Texas. Did I just hear right? That's just a pretty good shoulder weapon. The plate that was built out of mine was originally somebody else. Yeah. How much more would you have? Two brothers used to. He's from East Germany. Motorcycle accident in 1995. You still in Texas? No. According to this one, he left Texas in 98 to pursue missionary work. Huh. What? Who knows or what? Family lost contact with him in 03, listed him missing in 04. He's now presumed dead. Well, he's dead where? East Sudan, boss. South Sudan? American missionary work anywhere in Africa is hardly unusual. True, Doc. This is our second Africa reference. Zaire, now this. Huh. And what doctors do we know with experience in the in the International Doctors Group? The ones you rescued. David Woods and his wife, Jean? There's no way they're involved, boss. I didn't say they were. Well, of course not. We might know people. Right now, we don't have a whole lot else to go on.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
You mind if I tag along? I can explain the medical side of this little mystery better than either of them. You're enjoying this, aren't you? No. Hey. Okay, more than your doc. Come on. Use all the buffer on
Back from your latest flight? I want to hear all the particulars.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade, I was able to set a new record at the Irondale course.
Brilliant! I knew the upgrade had fantastic potential. How did your broom feel?
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes. I see. I think I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one.
If it means another upgrade, the pleasure's all mine.
You sound as determined as I am to improve broom flight. It's a joy to have a collaborator like yourself. If I'm right, and I do hope I am, you'll be hearing good news from me soon. Thank you again, truly. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
She's great.
Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
I'd take up herbology if it didn't involve...
Resources. Yeah, perfect. Dr. Taft.
you guys pulled this off some bad guy's Radius? Seems kind of big. Big and old. Previously on the beamer of a missionary priest who went missing in Sudan about 12 years ago.
Sudan. That's what led you to us?
Just on the off chance that you might know doctors over there who perform these kinds of procedures.
Rob grapes for recycled parts?
Well, it's not like we haven't seen this before, John. Fairly common in third world areas, low supplies. It's whatever works with it. Well, it's not the recyclers we're after, it's the doctor.
Not saying it will
Put
be
the
needed.
recycled part in our bag.
Justin.
Hoping I can points to some bag. I'd be happy to call doctors if we know anybody else, see who knows what. Appreciate that. What you guys did? Dinner. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to take a quick wheels. We owe you our lives after all. One more thing, if you don't mind me asking. What did your bad guy do? Oh, killed a young petty officer and stole a bunch of guns, apparently.
Wait, what?
No, Sean, that's not...
Stolen weapons, Tony? Is that why you're here?
No, John, it isn't. Look, it never even crossed our mind. Are you saying that this is about your father? No. Look, I swear to you, this is about doctors in Africa. It has nothing to do with your father.
Yeah, okay, fine. Excuse me.
Well, look, I'll make these calls for you. I'll get back to you. All right? Talk soon. Thank you.
So what's this about her father?
Gentlemen, really?
How'd it go, Tony? You okay?
Aside from Taft verbally ripping the bandage off a very delicate wound, it was super awesome, thanks. What about our husband, David? Weird? Not at all. He's a lovely guy. In fact, he wants to take us out for a fancy dinner. Thank us for saving his life in Africa. Excellent. Can I bring Delilah? In place of me, absolutely. Update on the hospital.
Petty Officer Shore gave us a brief description of one of the suspects. Abby's running facial recognition now.
She also remembered a lot of the details about the vehicle. Black step-up van, Maryland plates already put in the vault. Good. What about you? Get weird, you're the husband. Do you really want to know? Give us anything? Not much. Hell. Now, it's not wrong. Are you kidding? I don't worry about it. Look what you're about. Not last night's show.
Politician indicates that it's been encapsulated for years. Likely left there by a surgeon not wanting to risk paralysis by
Old bullets, head plates. This was a badass cat. These 10 to life kids. Finally, it's time to go.
perhaps this one.
Way out.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Really had the investigation. Like, I think I may have missed my call. You want me to cop now? Doctor slash cop. Why not? Certainly would be a happier hobby than being your therapist. Here it comes. Speaking of which, have you given my suggestion any thought? Yes, with all my free time.
At last, the infamous Agent Gibbs.
Lee, save your breath. You're barking up the wrong tree. Well, look, if you want to quit, quit, okay? I don't need you. I don't need your strength. I don't need whoever would take your place. Gibbs, this is Catherine. Oh.
Sorry, pressure guy time.
Oh, well, just get acquainted. Bad start.
It's all I finish. So, Sarah doesn't tell me much, but I understand that we do have a few things in common. Some personal ones.
Serious news.
Yeah, well, There's no point in it. I'm here, right? But never mind. Look, before he comes back, I just want to thank you real quick for being Cyril's friend. We've been through a lot since losing Paul. And, well, I think this sparring that you guys do is good for him. You're good for him, Gibbs. Very good.
Not as good as he's been for me.
How?
Oh.
Okay, that's enough about me. Scooch.
Don't you guys ever get it right?
Hey, Bishop, what do you got?
Richard Pete, he found it off her bowling.
The 16 parades, but we didn't find blood in the front seat.
That way.
Let's see. Wait, hold on. Speak of the
Peter and pizza.
Wait.
that you couldn't say on the phone.
There's a signature notch on it that is able to trace to a batch that's already in our system. No, it's part of a stolen batch that we recorded as evidence in our system almost as long as the bullet from Well, I never wanted to say this name ever.
Revelio.
But bullet takes us back to welcome me.
Oh no. I just promised Sean to say nothing to do with the
It warms my heart to see your interest in herbology, dare I say, blossom.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
I have some questions about alteration, Professor.
Yes?
I won't be fine. Nothing's gonna be fine.
How do I use the altering spell?
Simply aim your wand at a conjured item that you would like to customize and cast the altering spell as I showed you. You can change an item's appearance in a number of ways, as well as move the item around the room.
Thank you, Professor.
I'll fix this. Whatever we can do for you, Gibbs. Thank you. Actually, talk to your wife.
What about?
Together that does.
You lied to me, son of a bitch. You swore to me that it wasn't about my father, but it was.
Sure. Let's all take this up. Made the connection last night. Father's not a suspect. Obviously.
Potato!
Morning.
What am I doing?
I wonder what you might know about
He's one of 3 men who used the weapons from neighbors Julian Edwards. Does he have a name? Oscar Runick. He's a native of Austria, during entrance. And Lucanas. But his name is Oscar. Here's my dad's story.
There's a lot more than that.
What name did you know about? He was one of those 10 minutes.
Your dad was in the business of selling weapons. Guns. Back
Yeah, I read your mind.
no shit thing. This guy learned from your dad. There are 300 M16s out there right now that are missing. You know who should have an M16? Soldiers.
Pierre. That was it. I'm pretty sure my dad called him Pierre.
Look, David, I hope you know this is almost as difficult for me as it is for Jean. Keyword there being almost. Fair enough. And I hope you know that while I am truly grateful, I'm not giving up, Jean. Excuse me? I see the way you look at her. Frankly, the way that she looks at you would trouble me a bit if I didn't know your history. So you know. I'm her husband. I know everything. Just like I know when affairs end badly, like yours most certainly did. They have a way of staying under the skin, whether you want them to or not. She's not under my skin, David. It's not your skin I'm worried about. Excuse me, sorry. I apologize. Was that a misunderstanding?
Can we have a minute?
Sure.
Don't I understand, honey?
Yes, you were really clear that when I came to see you yesterday, I had nothing to do.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
We one day find another.
I just thought after Africa that we could. Right here, Joe. I'm still on call, kid. Got time to pitch in if you need me.
Not finding any Pierre Brunig's here games.
I've got a Pierre Ulster with a K. What? That's on Alvin's question. With the try. Nope, you got your job. We got your job. Spend some time with what? Take her out to lunch. Take her to the movies. She deserves it. After putting up with you. Yeah, you're right about that. I can't even remember the last time I played with you. Then go do it. Your dad's gonna be disappointed. Promise you. This little guy. Smooth. Smooth in the chest. ATM! Yes! You guys again. Yeah. We ran up that lunch for McGee and Bishop. When you guys figure out the other stuff
Same time you did, apparently.
we were both too late. Thought we agreed to share information. Two-way street. Doesn't matter, I'm not.
Revelio.
Consider this a recon mission. Not another matinees, or shall we say, rooming. We can plan accordingly for next time.
Ooh, let's try that.
Oh, rooming.
Next time.
Oh, so much for playing hooky. I need a minute.
Okay, give me the keys. I'm gonna start the car while chilly.
Okay, well, it's just up his dose to 50 megs every hour, and what else you got?
Come on. What's that?
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
In the shop. Oh, You don't know. Just explode. I think that friend died. It's obvious revenge. Sit down. Sit down. Don't be sit down. How the hell am I playing the cop? I don't have trouble just getting attacked. Why not? There's a group there. This isn't a mistake. I'm seeing it, man. You don't want to completely ignore me. One person, the most important person. You have loved. I still got it. I still got it, Joe. I just want to leave. It's not rewarding. Just do it. There. Don't excuse me too much. Paul was too busy. Too busy. Remember, till Paul grew up. If the world was perfect, it would be. Is that? Did you just quote Yogi Berra? There's a big something else to do. Whenever I got that.
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Take that trip. Check it out. I'm deeply touched by your concern, Bishop. Seriously, I'm fine.
Well, I want to believe you till
It warms my heart to see your interest in herbology, dare I say, blossom.
Begin to describe it. Okay. So, now that the case is basically over, it can be just the ball. When it's over.
Gifts, how are they?
Something's what happened? All right. What's over? Watching you left at the hospital, we got a call from ATF Agent Kit. Share some information with us. What information?
They found the guns. Unfortunately, too late again. They're already on a plane to the Ukraine to be sold in their black market.
What about the third shooter? They're assuming he's on the same plane. That's the basic part, boss. ATF found the guns, but we're not giving up on the shooter. Kid said they'd take us near, but they'll keep us in the loop. Oh, I want to hear that first. I see. It's a joke. I show you the professional courtesy, dragging my ass down here late at night for an interrogation. What's going on? What do you mean? Ultra agents? Then they don't.
Do you want to play the latest PC games, but your computer looks like this? So you're stuck playing games like these.
You should be proud
We
of all
got
the
you.
potions you've
Tap
brewed.
into the Elite Gamer Network with high-speed connections to GeForce Now and thousands of games.
Tracking stolen weapons to see what happened. ATF told us that's not concern. So that's the game we're playing. Tell me now. Where you go? Where's my life? It's a top secret battle.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly.
What happened? Same thing. Good opportunity to test our system.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly.
Softball. I know. There's no claim to you. All the guns and ammo have been divvied up. Where's our third shoe? I don't know.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony whilst using the altering spell. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Ready to pick that up? Last visit, I promise.
What do you want?
Well, David here?
What home? You out.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Confringo! Accio! Revelio!
Went to actual fight, which never happened. Really?
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I had no intention of coming back here. It was just the case. McGee said
Whatever. It can't happen again.
I know.
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Yesterday. About me dropping in just like you. Started feeling whole again.
What about it?
Not happy.
Quite a difference.
Not feeling
Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me. An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
How low can you go? Straight out there, a diner. Makes us both pretty bad cases, I'm just saying.
That's sad. Or stood up.
Yeah, right.
I got a friend coming.
Doesn't everybody? I need a 10-letter word for polished metal.
Good luck with that.
Not big on crosswords?
No, I'm not big. I'm not.
Too busy. Not being stood up. Alright, what about platinum? It's only 8 letters.
Try bright work.
Right wood? Or polished metal?
Yeah, that or varnished wood on a builder ship. BRIGH.
I can spell. I'm being impressed.
I have never been accused of looking smart.
Too pretty? What about boats? You a sailor?
Okay. Give me another one. I'll go with the dice.
Sure you will to share.
Rejuvenation.
They're not doing
Any letter.
ends with an L.
No first letter.
First letter here.
Good no.
What now? 7 letters, damn. Not bad at all. You ready for another Popeye?
It's, I think you know that. Not your brains.
That's you ready? Falls Church 911, what's your emergency?
Someone's breaking into my house. I need the cops here fast.
Can you verify your address?
1450. Oh, wait. They had to curb me.
Police are on their way. Stay with me. Listen up. This is serious crime. Ding-dong ditch. Falls Church 911, what's your emergency?
I'm in trouble.
Conveying false information to emergency services with intent to alarm is punishable by law.
What?
I'm sorry, start again. What's your emergency?
He's dead.
Who's dead?
Who's gonna kill him?
Where are you? I had no choice. Sir, can you still hear me?
Please just.
Accio! I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
She's pretty. We should lay out.
I'd like the room to be warm and comfortable, as if I'm floating inside a mug of butterbeer.
Sounds perfect.
It's all tasty. What's wrong with you? Should be buying sell 10 times over. You maybe 20 times over. Gotcha. I'm taking your field list tonight at 7.
Ooh, fancy. How'd you get that reservation?
Yeah, buddy of mine was the chef.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
So, what else does
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Sounds perfect.
Do you talk at all to the girls in your dating? Talking's overrated. Actually, Tony, I think that communication is the key to a solid relationship. I find it difficult to take communication advice from a guy who talks to his girlfriend in binary. You speak English. I can imagine the pillow talking. Terrorism, gun running, hacking. It's impossible. Actually, we barely talk about work anymore. Yep, so roll.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Talk about each other's respective work days. I just told you right now. Too much information. We got a body. Right here. We all have to go. I think we got someplace else to be done. You might have to change. Not run out of money. $100. Someone can live money. I had a night to go for it, so I pulled over. Came at me with a nose knock, destroyed. Go like this. That guy grabbed me. And he yanked the end nice of her. I've never seen her before. Victim say anything to you before you shot him? Victim. He's not the victim. She is. I am. I have no reason to doubt. Okay. Well. Boss. At first, I tried to scare the guy away, so I fired a warning shot. But that just set him off. So he let go of the girl and then came at me with a knife. He didn't say no. Yeah, stop. But he didn't. So I interesting choice in sidearms. The Smith & Wesson World War II Victory revolver. Passed away. Weapon's not registered. I have the paperwork. I just haven't filed it yet. To be honest, it's still not easy to look at. My grandfather loved that gun, but it worked well enough, so I decided to keep it in my glove box.
You should be proud of all the potions you brewed.
Well, I've done something wrong. I told you that guy was gonna kill that woman. And then me. What the hell was I supposed to do? Ain't exactly what you did. The Commonwealth turned this over to us, so we need to collect all the data we can before we draw any conclusions, okay? Sir, I want you in my future. Just want you to know. Gabby? Where are my crunchy nipples? Truck. To check in with you about the antique from France. This is a 1942 Smith & Wesson Model 10 Victory revolver. It's all original parts, which is why it's dirty as a dog. Any French? Yep. Petty Officer Muldoon's. Anyone else's? Nope. Honestly, on. When a GSR test double none. Shows that he fired the weapon and I've got the dead guy's prints on the knife. Well, the story matches. It's pretty straightforward. Until the other shoe drops. Other shoe? There's always another shoe and it always drops. I don't know. I mean, I think we may be shoeless. That's so cute. No. Hello? It's not a joke. Ma'am, I'm not sure I was clear. Your ex-husband is... Our victim's got 3 ex-wives, and not one of them wants to come down tonight.
The one I spoke with asked where to send the thank you note.
I have no idea how to relate to that. Let's go. The victim.
Our dead guy is Mitchell Grafton, 39, no...
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
3 arrests for drug trafficking, 2 for battery, and 4 sexual assault.
All in all, a lovely guy.
Shooter. The officer's second Charles James.
7 Great expert marksman certification merits.
On top of that, when Logan was working with Superhero, he volunteered for Stand Tall for Teens, a nonprofit for at-risk kids.
It's basically, this guy's like just super awesome.
We've got a known sex offender being taken out by a decorated hero.
Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Well, she was the word first, but it's you.
Could try and reduce your rates.
Or we could go. Good night. What do you mean before or after? Before I change my mind. Hey, Bishop.
Yeah, I've got something.
All right. You're up, Frank. Here we go. Tonight, just the night.
I will serve no wine for its time.
I'll give you that key.
Warm it up. The heat is on.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
In the chat room. My list and got a match. 3 arrests for the suspect before noon.
Nice. Nice timing, too.
Thank you. All right, your turn. Give me the download.
All right, well, actually pretty normal day at the office. Not much happened. So the case came in the late afternoon. There was a shooting on Valentine Road.
It's the middle of nowhere.
Petty officer drove by a woman who's being held at knife point by the guy. Shot the guy, saved the woman.
So the shooter's a hero.
Looks like
It's changed.
they don't waste until Abby's shoe drops.
There's always a shoe. John always drops.
And I'll be honest, I don't think there are any shoes on this one. I think we're shooters.
All right, well then tell me about the petty officer.
Well, he said that he left. Stopped by a place called Mix convenience store. Got some groceries and...
Sound like your first shoe dropping?
I'm not following. And you know what I got.
Okay, but you said the attack happened. Okay, my update in that area and you think this makes all the time when we were growing up for ice cream?
Okay.
Tim, next convenience store is in Arnold's Corner. And Arnold's Corner,
The opposite direction of one thing.
nowhere near the shooting. Time to eat.
Petty officer White.
Oh dear. Thinks perhaps you didn't know Deke was near. be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
So we could do the light this, but you know what I'm thinking? Just take those.
No.
Would you like to go? Yeah.
No.
We talked about this. We don't have to work this. Work 24/7. Okay, so then just push the case out of your mind. Let's fix that. And that's more conversation.
You're absolutely right.
Now, you'll excuse me. I have to use the biggest room.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
That's right, it's all.
No, I'm a cat person.
I like cats. Wild cats. Wild cats. Wild cats. Stray cats.
Wait, how come I thought you said you had a dog?
Yep. Cat person.
Where is she?
Unfortunately, right
Can we talk about it?
Just a hug. You take your cup. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Nice place.
Thank you. I never get to enjoy it. I was working.
Right, and you are a federal agent. Something I have never dated before. Tell me, where do you keep your gun?
Keep it in a secure place until it's needed.
Sounds like
I have to. This is what I take. Toss it.
What are you doing?
Petty officer moved in his car. Something about it sounds funny.
Oh, yeah? See that? Oh, that's like a station.
William said he saw the attacker from the room for the night. But she was supposedly already in the room. So how did you see something like that all the way down here when the attack was up here? How could you see that attack? How could you not see that?
about to take place right here. Download dinner is over, and you destroyed the real dinner.
Lila, hold on. I just...
Oh, yeah? Oh, what, you just...
You were the one that did the whole thing about being nice to mix it in the opposite direction.
Really? You're gonna try to blame me because I'm the one who went dinner ate the dinner.
I did not say that dinner.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Hey.
Victoria was pretty adorable today. Grand Ducky. She was making pig and duck noises.
Adorable. Yes, as you could imagine, quack noise is very popular in my family when I was growing up.
It's because you didn't grow up on a farm. We didn't have to make animal noises. They did it for us.
You're working late.
You know, not much happening in my place these days. Caught up on some work. Thought I'd check in with you guys before I headed out.
We verified the cause of death.
Yeah, Mr. Grafton died of a spinal injury due to a gunshot to his abdomen.
Courtesy of this 38 caliber slug we pulled from his T7 vertebra.
He died in a matter of seconds.
So yet again, no surprises.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Ooh, nice.
Well, this man was lying on his left side with the right hand. But post-mortem divinity indicates that he was originally lying on his right.
So somebody moved Grafton's body?
After he was killed.
Witnesses never seen anything.
Didn't surprise me now.
Once we had accurate outdoor temperature, we were able to redefine our time of death to 2:15 p.m.
Petty Officer Muldoon didn't call 911 until an hour later.
Which begs the question.
In that hour.
You don't actually play, do you?
Well, yeah, a little. I hate to disturb the neighbors, you know. Walls are thin. Plus, as you can tell, I'm kind of shy.
I was midnight. You were at his office.
You don't say. What a coincidence.
You have to play for me.
I could. No. Okay. Fasten your seatbelt.
Just a little. Is that right?
Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wondering what were the chances if we shine love before the night was.
You are very, very good at that. Are you as good? If not, then yours.
Observing as you talk, even as we went, how it I would say
I don't think those are the words. Sounds great. So, what did you have in mind?
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
How do you feel about mystery novels?
You mean like books?
Yeah, books.
There's another good story.
Good. I've got one I want to buy you. You'll love it. Hey, Jill.
I want to talk about the case.
Who Jill? We picked it up this morning.
Says the man I've seen photos. I spoke to Dr. Jim before I left, and they think that they called on me? So, how did you...
Blood spot. A younger one with the shapes of the stone.
You may have mismanaged. If Grafton was really motivated to find it.
No sense.
The doctor said that Muldoon waited over an hour to...
Really? You just don't want to take the time I can sleep?
Listen. Look, Delilah. I'm really sorry, okay? Truly, I wanted to have the minute tonight. Something about this case.
Sounds like every other case to me.
It's not. It's different. My gut is telling me that good guys.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
It's that way. Things are getting up. Some question is what found the money. The question is it's a terrible thing.
That's telling you something's not getting out. We have to go to wine
Jamie,
big guy isn't still in my bedroom. Russian dressing.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
It's good. Yeah, it was going great. Hey guys. And I've actually started quitting. And I'm gonna keep doing myself.
Dick's no herbology professor, but some plants here seem to be ready to harvest.
She's in the background, so I can make some okay. She looks medical bill. Nothing unusual, no bank statements, no list. Hey, Trill, Harrison actually spent 8 months in a juvenile detention center in 2005. Records are sealed.
Sealed by who? Of course.
Doesn't say. We need to get back to that crime scene, extend the search radius.
The thing is, the gun and else from it's very antique, and that's weird, right?
Very, very weird.
Thank you, because an expert marksman like that would the very least take.
Which was my hopes for the evening. Any chance for a refill? Inspector Fussell.
Marksman, there's no way anyone's took 3 shots to drop that guy. Would have nailed him on the first shot.
Yeah, Mount Rose, do miss on the first shot. Sure as hell did. Listen, Tony, you're clearly somewhere else. I'm starting to think that I should be too.
I'm so sorry. Please give me a second chance.
Here's my email.
Oh, okay.
I just chasing helping out for the last hour. Turns out. Who's the 50?
I could do 50 for this. like this. Back again. Back again. Yeah. I can get a second look. Suit yourself. Hey, friends over there.
Friends?
Boss? Bishop.
McGee, Delilah, what are you guys doing here? I imagine the same thing you are.
Guess, Tony was the only one that was able to keep us out of his zen. See, this is why we shouldn't go home. There's no point. Where's your date? Probably the same place your download dinner went, fighting.
No comment.
Okay, what do we got? Well, cheese. You like repeat. Found out the convenience stores on the trail. Like the convenience stores in the opposite. No way you could have been a shooter.
Well, he was even attacked. Radeon Graphics was killed.
Maybe Harris. Also efficient. Jeb is a tree line behind these cars, but you tear her car apart.
I already did. I got tired of waiting in the tow truck, so I Uber pulled over with Delilah and McGee, and you're going to be really happy that I did.
You find something?
Yeah. Okay, so this vehicle has internet via an onboard satellite. Wi-Fi. Amy Harrison used that to text Petty Officer Muldoon this afternoon after Grafton was killed.
She lied to us. She knew.
Actually, she's been texting him for the last 3 months. She knew him really well.
Mind telling me why I've been dragged up like shit in the middle of the night? First off, you care to revise this? How would it happen? Because, yes, listen to yourself. And then look at all these pretty ladies. They shit for them. To like the market, shit for them. Auto robots, good job. I ranked second in my division. Yeah, I know. You said it took 3 shots to take down Grafton, and you were less than 20 feet away. How's that work? I've never fired a live target before. My hands were shaking.
So you waited an hour after Grafton was killed before you called 911?
I didn't.
Hey, you want our help? You level with us.
I am. No, you're not. You're lying to us. You lied about where you were coming from. You lied about being attacked with a knife, and you lied about knowing Amy Harris.
She's got nothing to do with this.
We got a dead guy you didn't kill. And she was the only other person there.
I was on my way home. I saw a girl being attacked. I stopped to help. The guy came after me and I shot it. That's what happened.
An hour before you called 911. This is not my first time
Talking about this. I'm officially Article 31 rights, and hereby request a lawyer be assigned to me.
What'd you get?
That's his story, and sticking to it. What do we have? Well, nothing on the
Yeah, we usually don't set that up till first thing in the morning.
and morning hasn't happened yet.
Improvise. Like you did with that dinner I slaved over.
But we settled all of that.
I'll take that. Okay. We've got dead guy on the road. Action.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
We also have a hero petty officer.
Logan.
Unless she starts nagging me about what that data
Here. What?
Action. I'm over there. Alright, focus on her. You be ready to see her. You did? Yes, sir.
the Department of Corrections.
On Abby's life, Abby tells me we'll do a transfer later. The entire team returns to the crime scene and finds new evidence, including the Sphinx machine. Yes. Might have been on the crime. Amy Harrison's DNA. I don't know who that is, but she's the one leading.
Oh dear, Deke thinks perhaps you didn't know Deke was near.
Expelliarmus!
Same time you were there.
So?
You told us you'd never seen her before.
If I did, I don't remember.
Brought you your meals every day for 8 months.
Crashing out a record for drug trafficking. You were serving time for drug dealing. Here you are, years later, still buddies.
You two became business partners.
Something goes south with you? I'm not a drug dealer. Just a murderer. No.
We have your DNA on the bullets. The weapon is yours.
And when we find gunshot wounds in the clothes, it'll prove you fired it. No, Amy.
Yeah, you missed them with the first 2 shots. You hit and grabbed them with the third.
Petty officer knew that we would test his clothes, so he fired the 4th time to contaminate himself. What you don't know is my deprivation sale is covering for you.
There you go, lad. Take the phone.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
I wasn't feeling fine.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
And so, I called Jim. It was my idea to change the crime scene, pleasing you. Jim didn't want to do it. I
wasn't her idea. It was bitch raped her for 8 months straight when she was a child. And nobody did a damn thing about it. I was judge didn't take that into account.
She could have argued self-defense.
Well, I thought my way had better ways.
Does she know that you're in love with her?
I mean, I don't think so. We only met a few months ago. Volunteering at the same teen outreach program.
I know.
We talked a lot. But just as friends, she finally told me about being raped. She said I was the first guy she felt safe with since it happened. So, judge, I'll grab a drink sometime.
The last guy you want to take advice on women from.
So what now?
She had a case for self-defense. She still does. We're not pursuing a charge. I guess either. Assuming that you are the truth this time. I can't wait to take a shower.
It's going home now.
Why don't you go and say I asked you last week to go home now? Don't you go home 13 hours? What? I'm in it. Hold on.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.